Imagine this, a car that doesn't complain, doesn't ask for anything unusual, and after years on the road, still roars like it did on day one. It's not science fiction, it's pure reliability. Today, we're not talking about ordinary cars, but true legends on wheels. Machines built to last so long, you could pass them on to your grandchildren. In a world where many cars break down before you finish paying for them, these 10 models have earned the respect of mechanics, owners, and fans for one reason. They're practically indestructible. They've proven that they can exceed 500,000 kilometers without drama, withstand extreme weather, impossible roads, and careless owners, and still keep going as if nothing happened. 10. Toyota Corolla. Talking about the Toyota Corolla is talking about a living legend. Since its launch in 1966, this model has become the best-selling car in the world, with more than 50 million units sold to date. But the interesting part isn't just the number, it's the reason behind it. The Corolla is synonymous with reliability. Toyota never set out to make the Corolla spectacular. It didn't try to make it the fastest, the most luxurious, or the most high-tech. Its philosophy was different. Make it simple, durable, and accessible. And that decision made all the difference. While other manufacturers gambled on risky innovations, Toyota focused on perfecting the basics: robust engines, dependable transmissions, and a design that prioritized function over fashion. The result is a car that can literally stay with a family for decades. There are documented stories of Corollas surpassing 500,000 kilometers with nothing more than basic maintenance: oil changes, filters, and belts. User forums are full of testimonies from owners who claim their Corolla has lasted longer than several of their personal relationships. One of the keys to its success is mechanical simplicity. By not incorporating unnecessary electronic systems, the Corolla has fewer failure points. Its 4-cylinder engine, in any of its variants, is a model of efficiency and toughness. It's not designed to impress on a racetrack, but it will start every morning whether you're in Tokyo, Mexico City, or a remote village in Africa. Another decisive factor is the availability of spare parts. In practically any country in the world, you can find parts for a Corolla, original, generic, or even used. That makes it an easy and inexpensive car to maintain. And any mechanic, even in places where automotive technology is limited, knows how to fix it. When it comes to fuel economy, the Corolla has always been above average. Its efficiency makes it ideal for both city driving and highway trips, translating into constant savings for the owner. Culturally, the Corolla carries enormous weight. In many countries, it became the first car for millions of families, the trusted taxi, the workhorse that never fails. That constant presence in everyday life turned it into a symbol of stability. Before we continue, let me tell you this. This is the channel car dealerships don't want you to watch, because here we show things exactly as they are. No filters, no sugarcoating. Subscribe and leave a like if you don't want to be sold smoke and mirrors, and make sure your next car isn't a cleverly disguised disappointment. 9. Honda Civic. If the Toyota Corolla is the undisputed king of reliability, the Honda Civic is its eternal rival and companion on the throne. Since its debut in 1972, the Civic has become a global benchmark, not only for its popularity, but for its ability to withstand the test of time. In markets like the United States, Latin America, and Asia, the Civic is synonymous with trust. A car you can buy used without fear, something that today feels almost miraculous. Between 2000 and 2018, Honda perfected a formula that seemed unbeatable. The 1.6, 1.8, and 2.0-liter engines became legends of durability. These power plants weren't exclusive to the Civic. They were also used in models like the Accord, the CR-V, and the HR-V. That strategy of sharing proven mechanics meant Honda wasn't experimenting on its customers, but delivering engines whose reliability had already been confirmed in millions of units worldwide. What makes the Civic especially interesting is that it combines that reliability with an attractive design and a driving experience that, unlike the Corolla, feels more exciting. While Toyota leaned into absolute sobriety, Honda decided a car could be reliable and fun at the same time. That mix made it a favorite among young drivers, families, and even tuning enthusiasts, who found in the Civic a solid base for modifications without fear of blowing the engine. In terms of efficiency, the Civic surprises even when compared to more expensive modern models. Its fuel consumption is low, and it achieves that without relying on fragile turbos or complicated hybrid systems. It's pure Japanese engineering, simple, direct, and effective. Another key point is the availability of spare parts. In any city in the world, you can find parts for a Civic, original, generic, or secondhand. And the best part, there's an immense network of mechanics who know the model inside out. That means keeping a Civic in good condition isn't a headache, but a straightforward and relatively affordable task. Of course, it's not perfect. Maintaining a Civic can be a bit more expensive than a Corolla, especially if you stick to original parts. But that difference is more than compensated by the peace of mind it offers. As many mechanics say, a well-maintained Civic is a car that can last you a lifetime. In the used car market, the Civic is one of the few vehicles you can buy with your eyes closed. Even with more than 150,000 kilometers on the odometer, it remains a safe bet. And perhaps most interestingly, it holds its value well. It doesn't depreciate as quickly as other models, precisely because its reputation backs it up. Culturally, the Civic also holds a special place. In the United States, for example, it became an icon of youth car culture in the 90s and 2000s, thanks to how easy it was to modify. But beyond the spoilers and loud exhausts, what really made it famous was its ability to withstand abuse. Many modified Civics, used in street races or neglected in maintenance, are still running decades later. 8. Subaru Legacy. The Subaru Legacy holds a special place in the history of automotive reliability because it represents something few manufacturers have managed to achieve, combining durability with a distinctive character. While other Japanese sedans lean toward absolute sobriety, Subaru decided its proposal needed a unique stamp, and it found it in two elements that still define the brand today: permanent all-wheel drive and the Boxer engine. Since the late 1980s, when the first generation appeared, the Legacy was conceived as a family sedan, capable of handling conditions that normally required choosing a full-blown off-roader. That vision made it a favorite in regions with extreme climates, such as the northern United States, Canada, or the European Alps. In places where snow and ice sidelined many rivals, the Legacy kept moving forward with the confidence of a train on rails. One of the most memorable moments in its history came with the fourth generation, launched in 2003. The 2004 model, in particular, became a benchmark. Equipped with a 3.0-liter flat-six engine, it delivered 245 horsepower, an impressive figure for a family sedan of the time. But beyond the power, what stood out was the smooth ride and the sense of absolute control on any surface. That combination of strength and stability led many drivers to describe it as a car with a survival instinct. The Legacy's reputation wasn't built only on snowy roads. On rural tracks, long highway trips, and in cities with humid or rainy climates, Subaru's sedan proved it could withstand the test of time. Its robust chassis and well-tuned suspension gave it a durability that few competitors could match. However, not everything was perfect. Starting with the fifth generation, Subaru introduced CVT transmissions in many of its models, including the Legacy. While these gearboxes offered fuel efficiency, they didn't match the mechanical toughness of traditional automatic transmissions. The most demanding users noticed the difference. The car was still reliable, but it no longer had that indestructible feel that characterized earlier generations. Even so, the years 2005 to 2009 are still considered a golden era for the Legacy. The 2006 and 2007 models in particular are sought after in the used car market for their balance of power, handling, and durability. The 2016 and 2017 models also received praise for maintaining Subaru's essence, a solid, safe car with a reputation for toughness that made it stand out against more commercial rivals. What's interesting about the Legacy is that it never tried to be a flashy sedan. It didn't have the glamour of a BMW 3 Series or the mass popularity of a Toyota Camry. Its appeal lay elsewhere, in the quiet confidence of knowing that no matter what happened, the car would respond. That discretion turned it into a silent warrior, a vehicle that didn't need to boast because its track record spoke for itself. User forums are full of testimonies from owners who have driven hundreds of thousands of kilometers with nothing more than basic maintenance. Some recount how their legacies survived minor accidents, extreme weather, or careless owners, and still kept running. That ability to withstand abuse is what sets it apart from many other sedans of its era. 7. Mazda 6. The Mazda 6 is one of those cars that prove reliability doesn't have to come at the expense of driving pleasure. Since its launch in 2002 as the successor to the Mazda 626, this mid-size sedan quickly earned a reputation for balance, a vehicle that offered attractive design, durable engines, and dynamic handling that set it apart from more conservative rivals. The first thing that stands out about the Mazda 6 is that, unlike other Japanese sedans that focus solely on durability, Mazda decided to add an extra ingredient: enjoyment behind the wheel. The brand has always carried an implicit motto, the famous Zoom Zoom, reflecting its philosophy of creating cars that deliver emotion. And the surprising part is that they managed to do it without sacrificing mechanical toughness. The 2.0, 2.3, and especially the naturally aspirated 2.5-liter engines became the reliable heart of the model. With basic maintenance, these power plants have easily surpassed 300,000 kilometers, and in some cases, with careful owners, units have been recorded reaching the 1 million kilometer mark. The 2.5-liter turbo version, introduced in more recent generations, added power without compromising durability, delivering up to 250 horsepower without premature wear. The 6-speed automatic transmission is another strong point. In a market where many brands bet on CVT gearboxes that turned out to be problematic, Mazda stuck with a more traditional and robust solution. The result was a smooth, dependable transmission far more durable than many competitors. The Mazda 6's suspension also deserves special mention. It's tuned in such a way that it offers comfort in the city and firmness on the highway, with a controlled floating sensation that surprises even on rough roads. Thanks to the G-Vectoring Control Plus system introduced in recent years, tire and suspension wear is reduced, extending the life of the components and improving the driving experience. In terms of safety, the Mazda 6 didn't fall behind. Its structure is built with high-strength steel, and for more than a decade it has offered features like blind spot monitoring, lane departure warning, and stability control. These technologies not only protect occupants, but also help keep the vehicle in better condition over the years, preventing accidents and unnecessary wear. The interior, while not always the most luxurious in its segment, stands out for its ergonomics and durability. The materials hold up well over time, and the sober designs mean it doesn't feel outdated even after years of use. In the used car market, the Mazda 6 is something of an open secret. It doesn't have the mass fame of the Corolla or the Civic, but those who know it recognize it as a gem. Its resale value remains stable, and mechanics often recommend it as a safe option for those seeking a reliable sedan with character. The Mazda 6 is ultimately an example of how a car can be reliable, efficient, and at the same time exciting. It's not just a means of transportation, it's a long-term companion that turns every trip into a pleasant experience without losing the toughness that has made it stand out in its category. 6. Toyota Fortuner. The Toyota Fortuner has earned a reputation for being indestructible in markets as diverse as Asia, Africa, and Latin America. Launched in 2004 as part of Toyota's IMV family, alongside the Hilux and the Innova, the Fortuner was conceived as a robust vehicle, capable of handling extreme conditions without sacrificing comfort. Its body-on-frame construction sets it apart from many modern SUVs that use unibody platforms. This design, inherited from work trucks, gives it structural toughness that makes it ideal for rough roads, extreme climates, and terrains where other vehicles simply don't dare to go. Under the hood, the Fortuner has carried some of Toyota's most reliable engines, such as the 3.0-liter 1KD FTV diesel and the 2.5-liter 2KD, both famous for their durability. These power plants are capable of covering hundreds of thousands of kilometers with only basic maintenance, and their resistance to lower quality fuels makes them perfect for countries where infrastructure isn't always the best. The suspension, designed to withstand heavy loads and rough terrain, is another of its strong points. While it can feel stiff in the city, that firmness translates into off-road capability that few SUVs in its segment can match. The 4x4 system, available in many versions, reinforces its image as a vehicle prepared for any challenge. Inside, the Fortuner doesn't try to dazzle with unnecessary luxuries. It's spacious, practical, and built to last. The plastics are hard but durable, and the seats are designed to withstand years of intensive use. There's plenty of room for passengers, luggage, and even camping gear, making it a versatile option for both families and adventurers. One of the most striking aspects of the Fortuner is its resale value. Unlike many SUVs that depreciate quickly, the Fortuner holds high prices even after several years of use. This is because its reputation for reliability is so strong that demand in the used car market remains high. In countries like Australia, South Africa, or Mexico, the Fortuner is seen more as an investment than an expense. Many owners claim that even after a decade of hard use, the vehicle continues to run without serious problems. That confidence translates into a curious phenomenon. Used Fortuners often sell for almost the same price as newer models from other brands. 5. Suzuki Swift. The Suzuki Swift is one of those cars that, at first glance, seem modest, almost invisible compared to giants like the Corolla or the Civic. However, behind its compact size and simple appearance lies a vehicle that has proven to be a true champion of reliability. Since its launch in the 1980s, the Swift has earned a place in markets where durability and low maintenance costs matter more than luxury or power. One of the keys to its success is mechanical simplicity. Suzuki designed the Swift with emerging markets in mind, where roads aren't always perfect and where owners can't afford to spend a fortune on repairs. That's why the K-series engines, which have powered the Swift for several generations, are famous for their toughness. These engines use a timing chain instead of a belt, eliminating one of the most expensive and frequent maintenance jobs in other cars. Fuel economy is another of its strong points. Thanks to its low weight and efficient engines, the Swift can cover long distances with very little fuel. In countries where the price of gasoline is a decisive factor, this characteristic makes it a very attractive option. Many owners comment that they literally forget the last time they filled the tank because the car simply doesn't consume as much as others in its category. Its simple mechanics also mean that any workshop can repair it. There's no need for a sophisticated scanner or a specialized engineer. The problems it may present are easy to diagnose and solve. This reduces maintenance costs and increases owners' confidence, since they know they won't be stranded by a complicated electronic failure. When it comes to spare parts, the Swift has another advantage. They're cheap and easy to find. Suzuki designed this model with accessibility in mind, and that's reflected in the abundance of parts available on the market. From original components to generics, there are always options to keep it in good condition without spending too much. The purchase price is also attractive. In the used car market, a Swift can be found at very reasonable values, making it an excellent option for those looking for a reliable car without breaking the bank. And most importantly, unlike other inexpensive cars, the Swift doesn't sacrifice durability. Culturally, the Swift has become a symbol of practicality. In congested cities, its compact size makes it ideal for parking and maneuvering. In rural areas, its mechanical toughness makes it a dependable ally. And in countries where saving money is essential, its efficiency makes it stand out against more expensive competitors. 4. Honda CR-V. The Honda CR-V is one of the most successful and reliable SUVs in modern history. Since its launch in 1995, this model has become a benchmark in the compact SUV segment. What sets it apart is that, unlike many SUVs that prioritize appearance over substance, the CR-V has always focused on delivering what really matters: space, practicality, and above all, reliability. The fourth generation, produced between 2012 and 2017, is considered by many experts to be the high point of the CR-V. Equipped with a 2.4-liter engine, this version offered the perfect combination of power and efficiency. It wasn't a spectacular engine in terms of numbers, but it was one that could cover hundreds of thousands of kilometers without serious issues. During those years, the CR-V was the best-selling SUV in the world, even surpassing the Toyota RAV4, which shows the level of trust consumers placed in it. One of the factors that explains its success is versatility. The CR-V is a vehicle that adapts to everything: city driving, highways, family trips, and even dirt roads. Its suspension is designed to provide comfort without sacrificing stability, and its interior is spacious and practical, with enough room for passengers and luggage. The CR-V's reputation for reliability didn't come out of nowhere. Mechanics recommend it because they know its engines are tough and its automatic transmissions, at least in the most recommended generations, rarely present serious failures. On top of that, spare parts are abundant and relatively affordable, which makes maintenance easier. That said, not all generations are equal. The fifth generation, launched in 2017, introduced more technology and a more modern design, but it also brought engine problems such as excessive oil consumption and fuel mixing with the lubricant. These issues slightly tarnish the model's reputation, which is why experts often recommend the fourth generation as the most balanced. In the used car market, the CR-V holds a high value. This may seem like a disadvantage for those looking for a cheap car, but in reality, it's a sign of its reliability. Buyers are willing to pay more because they know they'll get a vehicle that will give them years of trouble-free service. The CR-V also carries cultural weight. In many countries, it became the family SUV par excellence, the car that accompanies families on vacations, moves, and long trips. That constant presence in everyday life transformed it into a symbol of trust and stability. Before revealing the top three, here's a quick reminder. To stay informed about what dealerships might be hiding and to truly understand what you're buying, subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. We're dedicated to uncovering the secrets they'd rather you never discover. 3. Mazda CX-5. The Mazda CX-5 is one of those models that, without making too much noise, has become a benchmark of reliability and balance in the compact SUV segment. Since its launch in 2012, this vehicle has positioned itself as Mazda's bet to compete with giants like the Toyota RAV4, the Honda CR-V, and the Nissan Rogue. What's interesting is that instead of trying to copy its rivals, Mazda decided to give the CX-5 the same philosophy that has characterized the brand: a focus on driving pleasure, backed by solid, dependable engineering. The first generation of the CX-5, 2012-2016, already showed signs of what was to come. With Sky-active engines of 2.0 and 2.5 liters, Mazda achieved a remarkable balance between efficiency and durability. These engines, designed with a high compression ratio and a focus on thermal efficiency, not only offered competitive fuel consumption, but also proved to be surprisingly resistant to wear. Many owners reported surpassing 200,000 kilometers without significant problems, as long as basic maintenance was respected. The second generation, launched in 2017, consolidated the CX-5's reputation. With improvements in design, materials, and technology, Mazda managed to make this SUV feel more premium without losing its essence of reliability. The 2.5-liter Skyactiv G engine became a favorite among many drivers, thanks to its balance of power and efficiency. In addition, the 6-speed automatic transmission, far from being a weak point, stood out for its smoothness and durability, avoiding the issues that plagued many CVT gearboxes from competitors. One of the most valued aspects of the CX-5 is its driving dynamics. Unlike other SUVs that prioritize comfort alone, Mazda fine-tuned the chassis and suspension so that the CX-5 feels agile, almost like a sporty sedan. This characteristic not only makes it more fun to drive, but also contributes to its durability. A vehicle that behaves predictably and stably tends to suffer less wear on critical components such as brakes, suspension, and tires. The interior of the CX-5 also reflects Mazda's philosophy: sober, functional, and built with materials that hold up well over time. There are no unnecessary luxuries or futuristic screens that might fail after a short time. Everything is designed to last and to provide a practical, dependable user experience. In the used car market, the CX-5 has quickly gained ground. Although it doesn't have the mass fame of the RAV4 or the CR-V, those who know it recognize it as a safe bet. Its resale value remains stable, and mechanics often recommend it as a reliable option within the segment. 2. Subaru Forester. The Subaru Forester is a fascinating case in the automotive world. Since its debut in 1997, this compact SUV has built such a loyal following that many describe it as a cult. And it's no exaggeration. The Forester combines qualities that are rarely found together in a single vehicle. It's as spacious as an SUV, as agile as a sedan, as tough as an off-roader, and above all, as reliable as few others. The Forester's secret lies in its boxer engine and permanent all-wheel drive, two of Subaru's trademarks. The boxer engine, with its horizontally opposed cylinders, offers unique advantages: a lower center of gravity, fewer vibrations, and a longer lifespan. This configuration, uncommon in the industry, gives the Forester a road stability that surprises anyone driving it for the first time. The 2009, 2013, and 2016, 2017 generations are especially recommended by experts and owners. During those years, Subaru achieved an almost perfect balance between power, efficiency, and durability. The 2010 and 2011 models in particular are considered gems in the used car market, thanks to their proven toughness and the absence of serious flaws. That said, not all Foresters are created equal. The 2014 model, for example, suffered from excessive oil consumption, which hurt its reputation. And the more recent generations, while modern and technologically advanced, have presented some issues with direct injection systems and electronics, creating a bit of distrust among more conservative buyers. What truly sets the Forester apart is its versatility. It's a vehicle that can do it all: city driving, highways, dirt roads, long trips. Its suspension is designed to absorb irregularities without compromising stability, and its all-wheel drive makes it a dependable ally in extreme climates. Many owners recount how their Foresters have endured harsh winters, poor road conditions, and even off-road excursions, always responding with the same solidity. The interior, while not always the most luxurious, stands out for its practicality and durability. The materials hold up well over time, and the interior space is one of its greatest strengths. Entire families choose it because it offers comfort without sacrificing toughness. In the used car market, the Forester maintains a solid reputation. Although it's not always easy to find one in good condition, since many have been heavily used, those who manage to get a well-cared-for example know they have a vehicle capable of lasting half a lifetime or more. 1. Toyota RAV4. The Toyota RAV4 is, without a doubt, one of the most iconic and reliable SUVs in modern history. Since its launch in 1994, this model not only inaugurated the compact SUV segment, but also became a benchmark for what it means to combine practicality, durability, and efficiency in a single vehicle. What's remarkable about the RAV4 is that throughout its 5 generations, it has managed to adapt to market trends without losing its essence. Being a vehicle that simply works, that doesn't deliver unpleasant surprises, and that can stay with its owners for decades. The first generation, 1994-2000, was revolutionary. At a time when SUVs were large, heavy, and inefficient, Toyota introduced a compact, lightweight model with all-wheel drive, designed for both city use and light off-road adventures. That formula quickly made it a success, especially among young drivers and families looking for a versatile vehicle. From then on, the RAV4 established itself as a pioneer that paved the way for dozens of competitors. But what truly cemented its reputation was mechanical reliability. The 4-cylinder engines that powered the early RAV4s proved to be practically indestructible. With basic maintenance, they could surpass 400,000 or even 500,000 kilometers without major issues. User forums are full of testimonies from owners who claim their 1990s RAV4s are still running with the original engine, something few modern vehicles can boast. The third generation, 2006-2012, and the fourth, 2013-2018, are considered by many experts to be the most balanced. During those years, Toyota perfected the formula. Reliable 2.4 and 2.5-liter engines, robust automatic transmissions, and a solid build that withstood the test of time. The 2009, 2012, and 2016-2017 models in particular are highly recommended in the used car market because they combine durability with a modern level of equipment without falling into the excessive complexity that often brings problems with other manufacturers. The RAV4 also stands out for its versatility. It's a vehicle that can handle everything: city driving, highways, family trips, dirt roads. Its suspension is designed to provide comfort without sacrificing stability, and its interior is spacious and practical. with enough room for passengers and luggage. That ability to adapt to different uses made it the family SUV par excellence in many countries. When it comes to fuel economy, the RAV4 has always been above the average for its segment. Even in all-wheel drive versions, it achieves competitive figures that make it attractive for those looking for a long-term economical vehicle. And in more recent generations, Toyota introduced hybrid versions that further reinforced its reputation for efficiency without compromising reliability. Not everything has been perfect. The fifth generation, launched in 2019, presented some initial problems, especially with the transmission and fuel system. While they weren't catastrophic failures, they did generate some distrust among the most demanding buyers. However, Toyota reacted quickly, correcting the issues in later models and reinforcing its commitment to quality. The RAV4's resale value is another of its strong points. Unlike many SUVs that depreciate quickly, the RAV4 maintains high prices even after several years of use. This is because its reputation for reliability is so strong that demand in the used car market remains extremely high. In many countries, finding a well-kept used RAV4 is almost as difficult as finding a new one at dealerships, because owners simply don't want to part with them. Culturally, the RAV4 became a symbol of trust. In the United States, Europe, Asia, and Latin America, millions of families chose it as their main vehicle, and in many cases, kept it for more than a decade. That user loyalty is the best proof of its durability. Now that you know the 10 most reliable cars in modern history, if you had to choose just one, which would you pick? We love to read your comments and see how many of us agree on the same car. Although there is one thing many of us will agree on, and that is watching the video on screen, because we know it can save us a lot of money, time, and headaches in the future. But first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like, because if you don't, we may never see each other again.